Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be on a look I created for a date night last week. Me and Thomas went to Maggiano's and I love their Alfredo, so I was really looking forward to it and I just wanted to get all dressed up and glammed up. So I'm going to recreate that look for y'all today, and I'm going to wear it for a photo shoot that I have today for the second half of my collection, so that will be launching soon. If you didn't check out my last video, I have all of the details there and a discount code if you'd like to shop at Bubba Jane's Boutique. I hope that y'all enjoy this. Of course, I have Vampire Diaries on in the background, so I hope that doesn't bother y'all. Anyways, please like and subscribe. Let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to do today is I'm going to take my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I'm going to use the shade Light Neutral, and I'm going to prep my eyes for eyeshadow, and then I'm going to set it with Maybelline Translucent Powder before I do my eyes. Setting your eyes just allows your makeup, like your eyeshadow, to stay on and like there's no creasing or anything. So I do have eyelash extensions which can make doing my eyeshadow a little bit more complicated, but I am just going to go in with my sponge, blend this out, and then I'm going to put that setting powder over it. So I am moving into a new apartment next week, and I'm like starting to get all my stuff together, and I'm just so excited because it's like a little upgrade for me apartment wise, and I'm just super excited because, well, first of all, the apartment has granite countertops. I mean, that's just amazing. Like, how lucky am I? Like a college apartment, they're just getting so nice nowadays. So I'm lucky that my parents are letting me upgrade my senior year. I'm moving in with some great roommates, and I'm just really excited. But anyways, okay, so now I'm going to take this Maybelline Translucent Powder, and I'm going to take a small, this is an e.l.f. brush, and I'm just going to pat that where I just patted in the concealer. I just feel like the summer is going by because literally I feel like I just came home for summer break and now I'm about to be a senior, and I don't know, life is just crazy. Like, I just remember it was like a day ago that I went to EC for the first time for camp, and now I'm like an older girl. Like, that's just crazy to me. Okay, so I'm going to go in with the Tati Beauty Palette, and this is volume 1. So I'm just going to take a transition shade and blend it into my crease with this Morphe brush. This is the Morphe 504. And I'm just going to take the color, let me see, this color right here. You can tell I use it a lot. So I'm just going to take this color, tap it off, and then go in the outer corner. I haven't really used this palette in forever, and now I've been recently like starting to use it again, which is exciting because I like to like pick up older things that I haven't used in a while. I feel like it sparks creativity, I guess. But I'm just going to take this in windshield wiper motions, and I didn't take in too much because I don't want it to get like, I don't want it to be too much product and not able to like be able to blend it out. So I'm just taking that and like putting it in my crease, and this is a big fluffy brush, so it kind of makes it easier to blend a transition shade in. Okay, so I'm just going to take a little bit more of that and go in again. My date the other night went so well. I literally ate my body weight in food, and it was amazing. Like, shout out to Thomas for taking me. We get like the little meal for 2, and it's like $42 for an entree, an appetizer, and a dessert. Oh my god, it's just so much food for that. So amazing. I can eat. It's one of my talents. I love to eat. But anyways, now I'm going to take this Morphe brush. This is the Morphe M514, and I'm going to take this darker brown color right here called Ritual, And it's like smaller, so make sure it's gonna. Okay, and I'm just tapping that off because I don't want it to go on crazy. I think Jeremy just died on the Vampire Diaries, if you can't hear that, for like the 8th time. If you don't know this about me, I love the Vampire Diaries. I've watched it at least like 20 million times. Like, if I'm doing homework, I can't do homework in silence. Like, I need it to, I don't know. I can't do homework in silence. I have to have a little noise. And, I mean, it just so happens that I watch the Vampire Diaries. And then I also play the Vampire Diaries when I have clients coming. I mean, it's just, because I have like a little, I set up in my TV room, and like when I have makeup clients, I play the Vampire Diaries. So next thing I'm going to take is I want add a little pink to it because I wore pink the other night, and a lot of my outfits today are kind of like have pinks in them. So I'm going to do this color right here, and it's called Poet. And I'm just going to take a little bit of that out here too. I don't want like anything crazy, but I want a little bit of pink. And like, I'm using a very light hand. Like, I don't know if you can really tell, but I haven't dug back into that palette again yet. Like, I'm just kind of blending it out. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other eye. But yeah, I've watched Vampire Diaries so many times. I watched it for the first time my freshman year of college, and I was like addicted to it. Team Damon, if you're wondering. And I loved Stefan at first, but then I was like, oh, I love Damon. He loves Elena. But Elena just her character's kind of whiny, not gonna lie, sorry. Anyways, then I'm gonna take this brush that I use the transition shades and just blend that pink out. My eyes look like right now. They don't look perfect, but that's fine. So then I'm going to take this light shade, Aurora is what it says it's called, and I'm going to take like a flat brush like that I would use for sparkle normally, and just pop some white, like this flat little brush, and pop some white in like my inner corner just to make it pop a little bit. Kind of like a cut crease, but it's just white shadow. You can see that. And then I'm going to take the Soothe shade that I took first, and I'm just going to go back over it just so it's not too pink. Okay, so that's basically it for my eyes. I'm going to go back in and put some highlighter in it in a little bit, in the inner corners and below my brows, but that's pretty much it for my eyes. I'm going to blend a little bit up towards my brows just so it's not too harsh. But yeah, that's it for my eyes. And then I'm going to take actually, never mind. I'm going to clean up my eyes with a towel and this micellar water, if that's how you say it. I love this stuff. So I'm just going to go under and clean up my eyes so that they're cleaner. So I just cleaned up the sides and underneath my eyes. Going in with the Weleda Skin Food. What's new? And this just moisturizes my face a lot. Like, I don't have super dry skin, but I mean, it's on the drier side. It's kind of like combo, but I love this stuff. This is the Ultra Rich, and I just find that makeup sticks really well to it. I feel like I say that in every video because I use it in like every video, but if y'all want me to do like a full different kind of product look, I can do that. Like, even if it's just like full drugstore, y'all just let me know below, because I would happily do that. But okay, the next thing I'm going to use for primer is the number 7 Airbrush Away Primer. I got this at Walgreens for $20, and it's a pretty big bottle, so I've used it on myself, on clients, and I've liked how the makeup sat on it and lasted. I don't do airbrush makeup, but I think that this gives an effect that's really pretty. I always have to keep a towel with me when I do my makeup because I can't stand the feeling of makeup on my hands, which is weird because I do makeup, but... Okay, so I'm going to mix the 2 shades of the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation. Gosh. I'm going to use shade 7 and I'm going to use shade 7 and shade 6, and I'm going to mix those together. Just because I am like tanner, but I'm not the tannest I've ever been, you know. So I'm just going to mix these, and then I'm just going to dab that onto my face. And then I'm going to take my beauty sponge and just dab it in. Make sure that you're blending it. And I use these little clips to pin my hair back because I don't want the, like, because I have blonde hair, I don't want it to get in the blonde, you know. So that is why I keep my hair pinned back. And I'm kind of more careful when I'm going around my hairline. I took 3 days off from working out, and I just don't do that really. I take 2 days off a week, and I took 3 days off because, like, honestly, I just felt burnt out. And then today I thought like my workout would be like so refreshing because I took 3 days off, and I was just wrong. But I mean, it was hard, but I like that it's challenging, so it just wasn't the most fun workout I've ever done. I did legs. I like legs though. I don't really know. I don't know. I feel like some people hate legs, but I really have tried to like get better at upper body because I don't want to just be strong at legs, you know what I mean? And I'm going in with a little bit more because I want a little bit more full coverage, and our photo shoot is outside today, so I need it to be a little bit more full coverage. And I'm doing photos, like obviously it's going to need to be a little bit more full coverage. And I'm blending down my neck because it doesn't fully match my neck. It matches like my chest. Do this little double chin thing to make sure I get all that I need to. Double chin trick. It always looks better on camera than it does in the mirror because, like, but then I look at it on my computer and I'm like, oh god. Oh. Okay. I think I'm good. I don't know if I want any more full coverage. Okay. Am I good or what? Now I'm going to go in with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in light neutral. And I want to be bright. So I'm going to do here, 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 here. I have pimples galore, of course, like when I decide to film. And then I'm going to take the Hourglass, it's the Hourglass foundation, Hourglass concealer, and this is in the shade Birch, so it's way brighter than this, and I'm just going to put a little dab because I don't want it to be cray-cray underneath my eyes. Okay, and then I'm going to take my beauty sponge and just blend it all in. And I used to do my brows before I did anything, like with my eyes and my, like when I would do my eyes, I would do my brows, or my brows before my eyes. And now I feel like my brow pencils, because I use pencils now instead of powder, I feel like that is like the brow pencil goes on better when you have foundation and stuff already on and powder. So that's why I do my brows after now, because I don't know if I've ever done my brows differently in my past videos, but I really started doing this when like Bailey up church did my makeup, and then my eyebrows look so good, and I was like, okay, I need to start doing pencil. And I'm not 100% confident doing pencil brows on other people, so I like to do powder too. Like I don't really switch it up on a lot of people, like on clients, but I switch it up on myself. I'm gonna take the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder, and I'm just gonna put that underneath my eyes, and I'm gonna use that sponge. I'm going to take the Transluscent Maybelline FitMe Powder and go over my nose, my T-zone, and my chin. And like right here, because I always sweat on my upper lip, like bad. And I'm just going to leave that powder for a minute to bake. And then I'm going to go ahead and take the Maybelline FitMe Powder in shade 240, and I'm going to go ahead and powder my neck so that that foundation stays in place. And I'm just patting that powder in. And this is a shade that's like my tan shade, so that the powder isn't too light for my skin. I want it to like blend in perfectly with the foundation I put on. And you set the foundation on your neck because it's not just going to stay there magically. Like, I don't want that rubbing off of my clothes. And naturally, like, I know it will, but I want to do anything I can to keep that from happening. So I really get under here and dab all the way down. And then I am going to spray my neck with the setting spray I'm going to use at the end. This is the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define 16-Hour Wear. And I'm just going to spray that on my neck. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is take the RCMA makeup palette. It's the foundation palette. And I'm going to take some darker shades and bronze up. Use it for cream contour. I'm just going to take a little bit on this little brush and then put it on. Brush and just stipple that in. And then after you blend the cream contour in, I'm going to take this same Fit Me powder that I used on my neck on my face. Go back in with this brush and just get that powder out from underneath. And then I'm going to take the Maybelline FitMe Mocha powder and use it as a bronzer with this angled Morphe brush. And I'm going to go up my cheek and bronze. I'm going to take this angled blush brush and then use the Cover FX blush in Mojave Mauve that I use like every single video. I'm so sorry, I never branch out. And I'm just going to blush it up. I love blush. Again, you can add as little or as much as you want, but I feel like blush always disappears, so I go heavy. And then I'm going to take the Milani blush in Dolce Pink. And just go over that blush. Then I'm going to take a highlighting brush, whatever that is, right here. This Morphe brush, the Morphe M510, and use the Cookie Highlighter by Benefit. I used to not like highlighter, but now I love it. Give me the glow. Okay, now I'm going to put a little on my nose. A lot, but it's fine. And then I'm going to take a smaller brush like this and go in with the highlight and put it on the inner corner of my eyes. Because I did kind of like an all matte look, so I want that inner corner to pop. And then underneath my eyebrow. It's kind of harsh, but it's fine. Okay. And I think that's it, other than I'm going to take the Maybelline FitMe Powder again, and I'm going to carve out my, underneath my contour. And then I'm just going to brush that off. And then I'm going to use the Tati palette again and use the transition shade I used at the beginning called Soothe and go underneath my lash line. I think I just got eyeshadow in my eye. Okay, and then I'm going to take mascara and just go underneath my eye. And I do have eyelash extensions, so I'm not going to do anything to my eyelashes. So now I'm going to do my brows off camera and then come back and do my lips for y'all. See you in a minute. Okay, so I did my brows off camera. I used the Loreal Paris Brow Stylist Definer in blonde, and then I used the NYX Lift and Snatch in blonde. And I just filled them in, made them a little longer, and I used the Lift and Snatch to kind of like perk them up a little bit at the front. So that is what I use for my brows. And then for lips, I am going to do the NYX lip liner. This is the NYX lip pencil in, oh my goodness, in nude truffle. Okay, so I'm going to use this on my lips. So that's what it looks like. It kind of looks brownish. And then I'm going to use the MAC Honey Love lipstick first. And then I'm going to do a little creme cup on top of that. And I need a lip brush. I like the ombre look. I love that. That's just so pretty. Okay. And then I'm going to use a little creme cup on top of that. It's a little glossier. That's just like unreal. Like if you love pageants like me, like it reminds me of pageant lips. I love it. Okay, then I'm going to use a little goes a long way, of the Maybelline Lifter Gloss in shade Ice. Yes, shade Ice. I feel like you can't ever go wrong with gloss, you know? But yes, so I have a lot of pinks I'm wearing today, so I just feel like the outfit, or the look, goes with, like, really well with pinks. I'll be back to show y'all the completed look. I'm loving it already, and I hope y'all do too. And if you ever do any of my tutorials, please tag me, because I try. I really do. Okay. The last thing I'm going to do is set my face with the same setting spray I used before, the Conceal and Define 16-hour wear. Okay, I'll be right back to show y'all the completed look. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I cannot wait to film more tutorials for you guys. Like I said, if you have any requests, please let me know. I love doing these. I hope you enjoyed this. I'll catch y'all on the next video. As always, it is really, really appreciated if you like and subscribe or share my videos. I hope that they were helpful to you. I know they're helpful to me, and I love, love, love sitting down to film for y'all. So I will catch y'all at the next one. Bye, y'all.